Okay, real talk. If you are building anything using AI, like an AI agent, a RAG pipeline, or an AI chatbot who knows everything, then you are going to run into one problem. How do you feed it live real data from the web? Well, you can't just simply copy and paste any URL to ChatGPT. You need clean, structured data, no garbage, no ads, no JavaScript, just clean pure data. And that is exactly what I will show you today in this video. So stay tuned, watch the video till the end. So recently I found an API called Geekflare, and honestly it has completely changed my mind, my thought process of about thinking the data for AI agents. So first let me quickly explain what is Geekflare API actually is. So Geekflare is not just an API, but it is a suite for developers API. Today we are focusing on two major APIs that are genuinely helpful for developers building anything around AI. Number one, Web Scraping API. So this API takes any URL and gives a clean structured data in JSON, Markdown or plain HTML without any junk of JavaScript, ads or any unnecessary data, just clean pure structured data for your AI agent. And what makes it so special, that it automatically handles all the things: captcha solving, JavaScript rendering, proxy rotation and everything else, so you don't need to touch anything. And the output is what you call as LLM ready, means you can directly pipe into any AI tool, ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude or any AI tool that you are using, and it will actually understand it. Number two, the Search API. This one is when you don't even have any URL. You just have a question or a keyword and you want search result and scrap content from the results, all in one call. Think like it a Google search. When you search something on Google, it shows you results, but this API will search on the web, search the web pages and scrap the clean content out of those web pages as well in single go. All right, enough theory. Let me do it practically for you. So now in order to try your API for free, what you need to do is you need to create a free account on geekflare.com, and you can also access the website by given link in the description box. So first link, geekflare.com, collaborate AI workspace and developers API. Just click on this, and to create a free account it is very easy. No credit card required, no payment method is required upfront, and the best part is they provide also some free credits so that you can test it out. So here if you come on the website, you will see multiple options: Geekflare AI, Geekflare APIs and Geekflare tools. So the thing that we are talking about is the API. So click on the API, and as soon as you click on API, now you will see the options here. So if you go to pricing, let me show you how pricing works. So if you go to pricing, you will see different pricing here, and you can see the free version is also available where 500 monthly credits are available. Then there is a starter plan, growth plan, business plan, and if you want yearly plans, then you can also go for that. So now in order to create a free account, all you need to do is click on this sign up for free button. And once you click on sign up for free button, create a free Geekflare API account. Now it's your choice whether you want to sign in with Google or you want to create an account by filling up your name, email ID and password. What I prefer is to sign in with Google so that I don't need to create a password and remember it later. I can just simply click on the Google. And once I click on sign up with Google, I can simply hit on my email ID, whatever I want to use. And once I give all the permission that it is asking for, click on continue. And once that is done, boom, within 30 seconds, your Geekflare account is ready to use. And you can see that by default, my account summary, the email ID that I am using, my API key, the subscription plan which I am on is free. The current cycle users is 500 credits for free till the next month, till 30 days. Users is 0%, available is 100%. And now there are quick links and there are options available here: Playground, API logs, member, billings, docs, helps, and etc. And you will see the information as soon as you start using it. Okay, so let's deep dive into how to use this API and how, what kind of response do we get, what are the options do we have. So first let's talk about the web scraping API. So for that, once you are in your dashboard, go to Playground option. So Geekflare has this option inbuilt which is called Playground, where you can actually test your API, see the response, see the code. And if I talk about the languages, then you can, it is supported by multiple languages like C, Curl, Node.js, Python, PHP. You can also test this out using the code snippet in Postman. So it is a kind of a REST API which works everywhere properly, right? So, and you can see there are multiple APIs here. As I said, that it is a suite for developers API, right? Multiple APIs are there, but in this video we are talking about web scraping and the search API. So in order to use this web scraping API, just click on this, and once you see here this request configuration, by default the post method is there /web scraping. Keep it as it is. Your by default API key will be inserted here. Here you need to insert the URL for which you want to scrap the data. So we have here a URL where we have the data for 7 best running shoes in 2026. For example, this is the URL. So just copy this URL, and whatever URL you want to scrap, just paste it here like this. Once you paste it, now you can see the code snippet is here, and response will come once we will send the request. Now the format of output that you want to choose, whether it is HTML, JSON, HTML LLM, text LLM, text, Markdown LLM, and Markdown. You can select up to 3 options at once. So for example, let's say I choose JSON as of now, and what kind of device you want to send request for. Is it for desktop or mobile, or if you want to use the proxy, then for which country you want to do it. Then render.js, it means, of course, while getting the output, it will render the all JavaScript. It will block all the advertisement. If you want file output, it means the output should be in a file format so that you can download. You can do that, or you want in a stealth format. For now, I just want to keep it simple and click on send request. Once I click on send request, now you can see sending request, rendering content, and structuring the response. So it will fetch the data from the URL given, and it will make sure that you get a clean data in your described format. So here we have the data in JSON format, and now you can see the entire data for this web URL has been extracted, have been scrapped. Clearly you can see the entire output is here for this particular URL without any single line of extra effort, or without you handling the JavaScript or ad block or everything, and without manually doing it. Because if you can see, here are the advertisements as well. Here are the advertisement as well, but this API has blocked all kind of advertisement. If you want to change the output, let's say I want to change it in text, for example, then click on send request, change the output method, and then again send the request. Please ensure that every time when you click on send request, some credits from your monthly balance or available balance gets exhausted. So while you are trying, make sure that you are using it smartly. Right now I'm on the free version, which gives me 500 credits per month, and it resets automatically every month. Now you can see in the text format, the data is this. So it is a clean data which is LLM ready. So you can give it to your AI agent or ROG or maybe pipeline, whatever you are creating with the help of AI, you can give the data to that particular model. So this was about web scraping. Now second, talk about search. So for example, you don't have any URL and you only have some keyword, some query, and you want both the task. First, that based on the query that user is putting in or you are putting in, it should fetch all the possible results from internet. And the second is the scraping of data from given those results. So in order to use the search API, what you need to do is, the first option is post/search, keep it as it is. API key, keep it as it is. Now here you need to enter the search query that you have. So for example, we have best mobile phones under let's say 20,000. Best mobile phones under 20,000. Now what is the limit that you want to put in? How many search results should be fetched? For example, let's say I want to put limit of 20. Time filter, if you want any, let's say any time posted, or any day, week, month, year, last 7 days, last 6 hours. So I want any results irrespective of the time. If you want any domain to be included specifically, then you can mention here, or if you want to exclude some domain specifically, then you can mention here. This is up to you. Now the country from where you want to get the result specifically, because it will fetch from Google, and you may want results from specific countries. For example, in our case, so in my case, I want to choose the country as India. source as web, right? If you want to fetch from news or images, you can do that, web. And category should be general or maybe code or research. In my case, it is general. Now again, the format, you can choose the format as JSON, Markdown, or HTML. 3 types of format are there. So for example, I want to choose JSON, and as you can see that this is search API, but if you want to scrap results out of all the searches that are being fetched, then click on this option. And for how many result you want to scrap the data. So for example, top 3, top 5. So out of 20, let's say I want to fetch for 5. So these are the options that I have given. If you want to generate the code, just click on code, you will get the code, but I will just keep it as it is and click on send request. Now what search API will do? Search API first will fetch the results, and then afterwards it will scrap the data for top 5, top 10, whatever limitation you have given, and it will show you the clean and structured data based on the format that you have chosen in terms of output. In my case, it was JSON. Right now you can see that best mobile phones under 20,000. The data that we have for limit 20, count 20, and for the scrap it is 5. So you can see here the first result was Flipkart. Now it could not fetch the entire result for that particular URL, because on Flipkart or such kind of websites, if there is a specific API blocker or something, then it may feel sometime problematic. But if you see here the second result, Samsung.com, you can see the content has been scrapped properly, not a problem. And for third also, this content has been scrapped. For fourth also, the content should be scrapped if it is not a very website. So yes, tech creator is also, this content is scrapped. For YouTube, the content is again also scrapped, and you can see for the rest of the results, it has only listed down or fetched down the result like we have made the settings as we made the configuration in our request configuration option. So guys, these are the 2 APIs which are very useful, and I think if you are an AI developer building something wow product with AI, so you should feed real-time data to your AI model, not some old data, because nowadays AI is that powerful that if you are not using the real-time data, your AI model is lagging and you are giving outdated data to your users, and maybe by the time your data will get updated, some other competitors will take an edge over the competition. So guys, that's it for this video. I will see you in the next video. Till then, take care. Bye bye. Have a nice day.